My God, the flu is here. We're all going to die. They want to help us, they say. The way they're helping us is making things worse. It's not as lethal as they say if we do not focus on the problems that they keep throwing at us. Is it a flu? The answer, it is a flu. They want to make it so special, like, oh, it's not a flu. It's more than a flu. It's a flu. About 0.1% of the population will die from the annual flu every year. What's so different about this year? Most humans do not have an immunological memory to help alleviate the symptoms of the flu. So this year, the flu is a little more aggressive than previous years, only because most of us have not had an experience with this virus in the past. That's the nature of the game. How dangerous is this flu? Well, this is the part that is really freaky, because the first thing is this: we equate the flu this season with mortality. This isn't lethal. Yeah, but people are dying. I go, every year, the same cohort or group of people are affected and die from the flu. People who, first of all, are very old, who are in nursing care, whose immune systems are already weakened just because of their age. And secondly, those people who are already compromised, they have a problem already. Well, what about this year? And they go, oh my God, 3 to 4%, 30 or 40 times more lethal. I go, wait a minute, where'd you get that statistic? The way you get the statistic is you take the number of people who died and divide it by the number of people who have the virus. If you take the very large number of people who have been exposed and who have that virus, and then divide that into the number of deaths, guess what? It's not 3 to 4% at all. It's below 1%. Now you're in the range of a normal flu. But the fear that has been generated by this is the biggest problem of all, because people have to understand about the immune system. The immune system is designed for internal protection. Anything that gets in my body, parasites, viruses, bacteria, the immune system's function is to fight that. Does it use energy to have the immune system? Of course. If you've ever been really sick, you probably didn't have enough energy to get out of bed sometimes. The immune system uses lots of energy. Well, then here comes the problem. There are two protection systems. The immune system protects me on the inside. The adrenal system, which is called fight or flight, protects me from threats on the outside. Well, let's give a scenario here. You have a bacterial infection and you're being chased by a saber-toothed tiger. Question, if I had to divide the energy in my body to protect me from the flu or bacteria and from the tiger, how would you split the energy distribution between those two? Fundamental principle is this: I distribute energy in the body where I need the energy. And when it comes to threats and survival, if it's a threat from the outside world, I need to put all the energy into that. When we perceive a threat, the body releases stress hormones. What the stress hormones do is take the energy of the body, stop funding with energy those functions that are not necessary to run away from the tiger. Because what you want to do is you want to get all the energy possible into the arms and legs, which is the blood. The blood carries the energy. I want all the blood in my arms and legs. Why? Because I need to run away from that tiger. So what happens when stress hormones are released in the body? And the first thing is this: all functions not related to running away from that tiger are shut down to conserve the energy. When stress hormones are released into the body, they cause the blood vessels in the gut to squeeze shut. Why? And the answer is, if the blood vessels squeeze shut, then the blood is pushed to the periphery, the arms and legs. So the blood is, in scientific terms, preferentially sent to the arms and legs at the expense of what? Shutting the blood vessels in the gut. So the first thing is this: when you're in fear, you shut down the growth and maintenance of the body. The immune system, as I said, uses so much energy that when it's engaged, we may be so depleted of energy, we don't have any energy to get out of bed. Fact of life, this is it. Stress hormones shut down the immune system to conserve energy so I can run away from the threat. We're put into fear, and everybody who listens is now afraid. My God, the flu is here. We're all going to die. Millions of people are going to die. That scares the hell out of me. With the idea of attaching to that flu a fear of rampant death. Oh my God, if I get the flu, I'm going to die. That is a profound change on the physiology of any listener who listens to that. They want to help us, they say. The way they're helping us is making things worse. They're throwing gasoline onto the fire. When the system was designed, the only fears that we had was to run away from the saber-toothed tiger. Once you run away from that tiger, there's no more fear. Fear was only used for a very short interval of escape. Today, fear is 24/7, 365. The system was never designed for prolonged fear and stress as we are experiencing in today's world. The concept of the fear is all it takes to shut down the immune system. And we have to understand that stress is the bigger problem in the immune system. The first straightforward advice is this: we have to maintain our physiology and our health. Eat food that is good for you, not industrial farm, but organic, natural, healthy food. Industrial farm food is loaded with chemicals. Number two, take advantage of vitamins and supplements, especially vitamin C, things to support us because our food isn't that great. When we support ourselves that way, we strengthen the immune system. And then third thing, watch what you're thinking. Because the moment you are thinking of stressful things like, oh my God, I'm not working for weeks and on my job, my salary, do I have any money? Fear comes from that. Can I pay the rent? Fear comes from that. Am I gonna die? Of course, fear comes from that. These fears are the primary things that inhibit the function of the immune system. If we do not focus on the problems that they keep throwing at us, it's not as lethal as they say. It's the fear of death is the problem that we must deal with today. It's not, oh my God, I got the flu, I'm gonna die. We got to change that visual picture because that is the biggest problem affecting us today is the fear.